Good afternoon, everybody. I have now got all 7 beds filled with gravel and with water running into them and water running back to the sump. So yes, as you can see, some of them are in the middle of draining at the moment. Well, most of them are in the middle of draining at some level. Some of them have got their siphons started. Some of them haven't. Well, it looks like the bottom one is about to start a proper siphon. But I haven't actually checked to make sure I've got them all stopping and starting right yet. At the moment I just wanted to get water going in and water coming out without too many little drips. I still have to wait for Gavin to go through and do all the connecting of the sumps down the bottom, so I don't have such a long return to the sump, because that slows down all the pumping and everything. It just doesn't work as well, and there's a greater chance of the sump running dry. Still waiting for the fish tank to be sorted, so it's a work in progress. And there are other things that keep cropping up and interrupting and getting in the road and distracting everybody, but it's all good. Either way, I've now got all of the beds filled with gravel, so now I'm just planting some plants so that they're ready to go in. This one's not quite, well, this one is ready to have plants go into it. It hasn't got any in it at the moment. The mulberry cuttings mostly seem to be doing okay. I've had definitely one look like it's curled up its toes and died. That's that one. But that's okay. I'm not expecting to get all of them. Honestly, if I get at least one, I'll be happy, because then from that one I can make many more cuttings when it gets bigger. I would prefer they all started, but if they don't, they don't. It's not tragic. That's the beauty of propagating stuff yourself, that you can always do it again. So yes, none of the seeds in here have germinated yet, but that's because I had these 3 beds basically off. They were full with water, but they weren't flooding and draining, so they weren't cycling properly. And I haven't actually really watered any of the seeds that I put in, so that probably would help as well. If I watered them every couple of days to give them a bit of a head start, but things don't always seed all that well. Oh, the seeds that I put in the other system did germinate. So I'll show you how that's going. So yes, in this little system, I'd put some dill seeds in here, and they're all nicely sprouting. This seems to be a really nice place for the dill. At least it was until the rodents or whatever it was ate them, which is very sad. My raspberry canes are all shooting, so I really need to get them in the ground. I basically put them in the aquaponics as a bit of a temporary spot so that I could think through where I was going to put them. So yes, no sign of water chestnuts yet, but that's okay. I wasn't necessarily expecting them to sprout rapidly. So yes, what else is going on? Sugar cane's doing nicely. I really need to get some of those out into the garden. The ducks knocked over my pond thing, so that's not doing very well. Oh, the soil blocks. They have done very well. I really need to do something with the dill that's sprouted over there, but don't really have the space at the moment. Got a few other plants that have sprouted, and I've upgraded these ones over here. They were in the small blocks, and that one I've had some of the pigeon peas sprout, and I've put them out in the garden, and I'll show you where I've put some of those. I'll go have a look around. Let's put that back on because I don't want that dehydrating. Oh, sorry. Yeah, let's go have a look at where I've planted them. Okay, so I'm over here next to the pool / pond. Ducks come in to say hello. And where I've planted some cassava. Although it keeps getting dug up by something, which is really getting quite frustrating. So I've put a fence around, a cage around that one. See, and I've got a pumpkin in there. Don't know if you can see that. So I've popped a pumpkin in there with the cassava and a pigeon pea there. Pigeon pea's really good nitrogen fixer. So it puts the nitrogen in the soil and it grows a lot of lush material that I can use to chop and drop and fertilise and mulch, and it's just a wonderful all-round plant. I've got another pumpkin there, a pigeon pea there, and another pumpkin there, as well as the 2 sweet potatoes that I planted here a couple of days ago. They haven't sprouted up yet. And planted a couple of pigeon peas over here. So I've put one in there. These were in the soil blocks. And I'll put one down in there next to the canna lily. See, that'll all create some nice chop and drop material, which is really good for the garden. Oh, my duckweed in there is starting to grow. So at least I got some duckweed growing somewhere, and the ducks haven't eaten it yet. That moringa's not doing too badly. Our composting toilet is starting to get full. We really should put another pallet on the front of it. But yeah, and I've planted over here. Over here I've just popped in, where did I put it? Oh, I put some pigeon pea over the back there, and I've planted a pumpkin here. So its seeds came up really, really well. So yes, that's what I've been up to today. And this moringa's still alive. I wouldn't say it's thriving, but it's still alive. So it's a bonus that it's still alive, I guess. I haven't killed it. I haven't had a lot of luck with moringas. I seem to be very good at killing them. Bit of a black thumb when it comes to moringas, I think. But, you get that. This tree, mulberry tree, just fascinates me. It really does. The way its fruit appears in triples or more. It's just fascinating. Fascinating. And the thing's got hardly any leaves on it. But this will be the first year I've actually gotten any fruit off these 2 trees. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they are, because these 2 were planted by the previous owners. So yes. But there's the update for today. Have a great one. Bless your hips. If you've got any comments, questions or suggestions, leave them below. And keep up to date with what's happening on the homestead, on the farm, at Jandera. Remember to like and subscribe. And feel free to share the video if you want to. Yeah, have a great day. Bless you.